First of all, I just want to say I want to give honor to the ancestors before we even dive in. All right, honor to the ancestors. I'm going to give salute so we can have a progressive and positive life. Peace to whoever's watching. I appreciate that. So let me just bang on what I want to bang on first. I'm so sick of these stupid prostitution rap assholes. I wish they'd go away. Okay, and let me explain. They've literally been pushing boredom on I'm going to use the Black American or Americans for quite a while. And they don't even use Black Americans to do it. I mean, people may say Meg the Stallion is American, whatever. But out of all of the women that are doing this whore rap, this prostitution rap, it's island bitches. It's bitches from the islands. You know what I'm saying? And I'm frankly tired of it. I'm tired of them misrepresenting women. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this yet again is because previously, if you've ever watched any of my podcasts, I've been talking about how, they've been using this thing called infanticism, where you make children a sexual thing. You know what I mean? And the danger in that is we clearly know what the danger of that is, right? But this chick right here, this one, Barbie, right? Like, what distorted person thought it was cool, right, to have an adult woman declare herself a Barbie doll? Isn't a Barbie doll a toy? I thought it was a toy for children, particularly young girls. So I thought it was quite disturbing from day one that they would have a grown woman, literally, you know, sitting up here talking about she's a Barbie, and then having little girls rapping her little crap. It's not just her either. It's all of them. My issue is not with her personally. It's with the fact that they, meaning corporate record labels, love to market anything decadent and negative to our people. Now, my issue is the fact that they market and promote it toward young people, teenage kids, babies. Little kids think of Barbies and they think of her. You know what I'm saying? And that's my issue. I don't want people thinking of Barbies and thinking about her. I want people to think about more progressive things. I'm still trying to get this together, y'all. I'm sorry. Trust and believe it will be together. I'm just trying to see if y'all can see me. Can you see me? I don't see you. Okay. Nobody's watching me anyway. Look at that. Okay. Nobody's watching me anyway. Look at that. Well, anyway, let me dive in. I'm tired of it. Okay. I'm very tired of all of these negative images, and I wish they'd go away. What do I wish they have? Well, variety would be nice. It's not just her. It's Cardi B. It's Doja Cat. And I love me some Doja Cat because she's a very good lyricist. But again, it's like they really super promote things toward children, and I'm tired of it. I know the argument has been, well, why don't you just, have your kid not watch that stuff, And that's true too. And I didn't plan on having my children watch any of that, but they've been mainstreaming soft porn for about 20 years now, you know? And it's like, who do we blame? Her? Do we blame the labels? We blame whoever is the one that took the position. Now we know she's not the beginner of it, the originator. She got all her stuff from Little Kim anyway, right? Foxy Brown. Really Little Kim, though. Let's cut it out. Little Kim was the one that was wearing the wigs. She was the one that was rocking the, swimsuit, leotard look, with heels, multicolored hair. And now men who like to dress up as women are doing it, right? Like men, that's not new. I've not had a problem with drag. Like men doing drag in clubs is pretty fun. It's a fun night. But what I do have a problem with, again, is people trying to normalize that. Like that's normal. That's not normal, people. Let's stop acting like it is. You know where it's normal? It's only normal in the entertainment industry. And that's a historical fact. Ever since the beginning of acting, there's always been, flamboyant men, gay men, flamboyant men, boys that be in the acting world that get with men. It's always been that. That's the historical history as far as I know, right? Because listen, we're studying Elizabethan theater now. Like we're doing Shakespeare, we're doing Hamlet, right? But before that, we were just studying like the Elizabethan era. We've been studying about the history of theater, okay? Since the Greek and Roman times, it's always been men. Men have been the ones that wear the heels, the makeup, the wigs, at first. I have a whole song about it on my album, Vows, if you ever check it out. But that's what it is, man. People have been, men have been wearing that. Women just started wearing makeup and heels and wigs because they wanted attention from men. These men were so caught. Been interested. They're like peacocks. You know how peacock males are the more extravagant, fanciful one. Same with humans. Now, some men may just like nail polish. That's her issue. Maybe she feels like they are subpar because they all are. They're all sucky. Saweetie sucks. Fucking Cardi B sucks. They all suck. Okay. Cardi B is a cool ass person. Like she seems like a cool chick to hang out with. Because if it's true that she was drugging motherfuckers and shit, that don't make her cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was bragging about that. Now she want to sue Tasha K for saying the same shit. But I seen the video where the bitch was like, "Oh yeah, I used to take them to the thing, and I used to drug them up, take them to the hotel, and take their money. How much money?" And everybody thought that was so funny. Cute and shit, you know what I mean? And I can see why Tasha K ain't paying her ass. Tasha K, even though I do believe Tasha K embellished quite a lot, you know what I'm saying? And she put extras on it like the OJ glove and shit. She had a lot of valid points about Cardi B, and if I was her, I wouldn't want to pay her ass either. I don't know anything about the lady's herpes or any of that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it ain't far-fetched to think, they claim it was a doctor's note. Anybody can pay a doctor to say shit, you know what I mean? Whatever. That don't mean she don't got herpes. They all share the same people. They don't be using protection. They're nasty. How about that? But whatever. It's not just about her, but what I don't like is her poor sportsmanship. Like, come on, Nicki. You're not going to get the Grammy. You're not. Just be okay with that. You have all these American Music Awards, BET Awards, which, by the way, you never came to. You only came to maybe one BET Award. Drake, they only came to like the first BET Award, like when they were first signed or some shit. You know what I mean? They never even come back to the BET Awards. But they want to be mad because the Grammys, whatever. You shouldn't have done the fucking Roman priest shit. Okay, you were the one that was wrong, Nicki Minaj. Fucking Whitney Houston died that day, bitch. You shouldn't even have done the performance. You should have followed the lead of everybody else. Alicia Keys and all them, they fucking sang a very humble, quiet. What's your dumb, loud ass do? In classic island girl fucking shit, you go and I got to show that I performed and I practiced my Roman shit. When they told you not to do it that night, you did it anyway. You did it anyway. And that's what you're being punished for. Your ego won't allow you to see that, though. Won't allow you to see that you disrespected Whitney Houston that night, though. You disrespected Whitney Houston. They told you not to do the show. You did it any fucking way. You don't respect nobody. You know what I'm saying? You disrespected Whitney fucking Houston that night at the Grammys. Stop acting dumb. You're lucky they even put you in a pop category. Everybody's like, oh, she's so dope. And yeah, okay, you're talented. I'll give you that. I like your swag. I ain't got no personal beef with you. I don't like bullies, though. I don't like bullies because I bully bullies. with my mama physical, you know? And that thing you were doing with Lotto was so fucking. You just had such a Negro attack. For you to be an island girl, you had a Negro attack. Straight Negro attack. Attacking that young lady. She only in her early 20s. She young enough to be your daughter. You're a teen mom. You know what I'm saying? Where's your maturity, Onika? You're an actress. You went to a performing arts school. You've been trained better than that. Okay? I went to a performing arts high school. I know. We've been trained. So I don't respect that. I don't. And as a consumer, as a listener, as a hip hop head, as an MC, as a woman, as a black woman, as a black American woman, as a sister, you disrespect us with your fake leadership. You're supposed to be the queen. So I'm now talking to the queen. You ain't acting very queenly. Okay. And I get it. You're more so trying to contest the Grammy stuff. What we're saying, and it's not just me, but what we're saying is stop it. Okay? Apologize. Have you thought about that? Have you done that yet? You keep coming like, they put me in the pop category. That means I have to go against Harry Styles. Bitch, you might win. Did you consider that? You weren't putting your effort into that whack ass song. You know that song is whack. It sounds just like Anaconda. You put little to no effort into that. None. You literally was like, slipping and sliding. My pussy's this and that and gliding and then gliding and gliding. And then gliding. Bitch, you're 40 years old. You've had a baby. Probably multiple abortions. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. But the point is, you're a grown woman now. Grown. You don't need to be disrespected. And I don't know Lotto. I'm not defending Lotto. I don't know your relationship with her. This could be all fake. You know how your record labels are. You create these fake. It's fun. It's fun. Fake, battles. This makes it fun, And as for you not, let me stop talking to her as if I'm talking to her. As for her not being in the rap category, I definitely understand what she's saying because she's literally rapping. So she's like, why am I not in the rap category? But we all know the answer to that, baby. We know the answer to that. The answer to that is they don't like you, honey. They don't want you in the rap category. They want someone else to win. Okay? Someone else. So they put you in the pop. We all know it. We all know it. You know it. Why don't you just call it what it is? They put you in the pop category because your song was pop song, baby. It's a pop song. That Super Freak song was so poppy. Listen, if it's not being played at the black barbecues, it's corny. Okay? And that song would not be played at the black barbecues. Okay? Slipping and sliding and down and riding for the donna and riding in. You sounded like you were bored rapping that shit. You know what I'm saying? Makes you listen. We're authentic. Remember, this is not about what we hear. It's about what we feel. Okay, that's what made it pop. Pop. And I usually respect you as an artist, but just as a woman to woman, just for years I've been wanting to publicly just say I do not like the prostitution rap. I never liked it when Kim did it, although I was more amused with her. She was amusing. I adored little Kim. She's adorable. She's got this little voice, and she's like 4 feet 11, and she's like a baby doll for real. And she's sweet as pie. She's so sweet. You cute. You're cute. You were cute. You weren't adorable though. You don't look like a baby doll. You look like a prostitute. That's the difference. Ding, 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 ding. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Diddy, but the nigga had fucking skill in finding talent. Okay, talent is what that man Sean Combs can find. Okay, he always finds the best. He finds them. He knows talent. And Kimberly, I don't know her last name, little Kim. She had it. She had it. The little cute little double deluxe, didn't it? She was cute, the little spicy girl. Get you, yeah, you with the marmalade, cute. You're not cute like that. You're cute like grown up, sexy, and then you would have won. So let me stop talking to her as if I'm talking to her. She would have won so many more women's respect. She has a worldwide following. Yes, that super freaky girl was number one, but we know what that's about. Come on now. And she's still not happy nor satisfied. So what does that really mean? What does that really mean? What does that really mean that I'm talking about her? Here it is. Let me bring it forth. I am one of probably, and oh my God, I don't like how I'm sounding. I'm very clear on my ability. Let me put it like that. And the fact that I don't want to have to be, exploiting myself like like that, you know, or wear funny colored wigs and stuff. Yeah, I could flavor up. Like right now, I'm not flavored up. I'm doing like the anti flavor. I'm doing the anti love and hip hop because I'm sick of the fake. I'm sick of it because it does give a lot of self esteem to a lot of women, and I do enjoy wearing a piece here and there, and I like lashes occasionally. Okay, so it's not that. It's just you know when there aren't a variety of different types of looking people, then it becomes not so much. I don't know if anyone's watching, and I'm thankful for those who are. But I just wanted to vent, man. And, I force myself to vent because I'll overthink this and I won't do it. But I don't dislike this sister. I didn't mean to come off as if I do because I don't. I don't like the image that they're using her for. And I don't like her um, need to come off like I'm dominant. I'm dominant. That shit is so played out, man. Nobody cares about that shit. Like that's old school thinking. You know what I mean? It's old school. You know, nobody gives a shit about that dominant shit. I see that a lot in the classroom, man. A lot. The the girls, they're super aggressive, very rude, very disrespectful. You know, can't tell them nothing. You know, and very bad attitudes. The boys, on the other hand, are very respectful in general. They might be a little cheeky, but in general, they're better spirits than the girls. And as a parent and as a teacher, I'm telling you that you may want to just every now and again go visit your child's classroom. Go visit your child's classroom, okay? Because you need to really check in with your children and make sure that they aren't being aggressed. I guess I could use that word. Aggressed in the classroom because what I witnessed is like just the need for children, including my own, to become more aware of um, bubble. What is it called? Their space bubble. That's what I would say. It's not cool the things that I witnessed. Now, I do want to actually show a clip of something that I thought was interesting on YouTube. Now that I got this Chrome working right tight, woohoo! I'm about to show y'all something. Okay, it's very important. Now, I'm a very good and righteous person, and I can sincerely say that. Okay, and I really have much love and respect for the youth overall and people overall. Um, I just want to see the right and good in all, and I want them to show that, especially in my presence. Okay, that's a requirement in my classroom. Everybody learns that, and everybody knows that. Okay, so I don't have a lot of misbehavior like that, you know, because when I want the kids respect, I want it from a very, very solid, loving, good place. Not by force, not because I said so. Well, you got to do a little bit, but not from an aggressive place. It's just from a self-respect place. I want you to respect yourself. Let me see if it's good.
Substitute teacher at District Heights Elementary School in Maryland has just been suspended for sending out controversial tweets criticizing parents for their parenting at home. On Thursday, Robinson would tweet, "Black women raising boys, please stop letting your boys pick up your female traits. I have the prettiest boys in my class. I know y'all have some men around somewhere. This is getting ridiculous." The tweet resulted in outrage from parents and other social media users who said Robinson has no business teaching in a classroom.
Of course, you need both parents. That's the best. That's the most real and natural way. And yes, of course, women have reared boys and amazing boys without fathers, those that really focus on their child and children will have productive and amazing children. That's just period. Okay. But it's always best to have both if you can, you know. But it's not good to have anger, violence, aggression, you know, cheating, disrespect on all levels, financial, economic abuse. All of that stuff is treacherous, child. And that's in a lot of homes with these two parents. I don't think that's better. I don't think that's better. I think it's better to have uh, one parent that's willing to help make sure the children are taken care of and has the finances more so to do it. Should be the one who takes the lead, perhaps. People also need to make sure that they try to get some kind of counseling or spiritual guidance in regard to their relationship. If it's just not going to work, it could work if you don't live together. I think living together sometimes with both parents is not the right thing to do. I think it's very selfish to force that shit if it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why force your ass to live with somebody you don't fucking want to live with? Just where's the ball to live with? Who fucking says? Listen, in Africa, if y'all want to always bring up Africa, but we're not all just African either, by the way. But in Africa, they didn't live all up under each other. The wife had her hut, nigga had his hut, kids had their fucking hut. I guess we would call them bedrooms now, but they didn't live all under the same freaking roof. Okay, they had open space, and that's what a lot of us are missing. We live in apartments, some of us, and even houses sometimes don't give you enough space, and that's what we're really dealing with. At work, we're all around people all day. Kids are around people and kids all day. Then we come home, we're all around. When the fuck do we get some space, right? And then, right? And then you got to think about all of us just went through this corona thing, right? So none of us got no space on no real level for a long time. I mean, so we got to adopt patience, right? Adopt patience. Adopt it. I definitely had not enough patience because of that's a Virgo thing. We just have certain expectations, and that's bad. I have a song called Flow, and it talks about expectation causes suffering. You're not supposed to put expectations on a person. You're supposed to just to let them be and enjoy their space and company at the time. That's it. All you control is the moments that you have. Barely that.
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
All right, let me give you context. So here's the spell. Um, Kanye changed his name legally to Ye, Y-E. He got rid of the last name West, and he's just Ye. I don't know if y'all knew that. So this guy, Chris Cuomo, is asking him, like, what's that about? Like, what'd you change your name for? All right. Can you see it?
I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. I'm sure you guys didn't mean it as any disrespect, but it needs on the Chiron, change my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you, why'd you change it? Just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Understood and appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta say that with the back in my throat. Hold up. There's this guy from Alabama. Alabama. And he is just like talking this stupid rhetoric. And I'm only playing it so you'll know that this exists and that it's lame. Ready?
They have a majority. They could stop this crime today. They want crime. They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. Bullshit. They are not owed that.
That could force 3 city councilors to resign.
Nury Martinez, a rising star in LA politics, potentially faces a career in ruins. The first Latina chosen to lead the Los Angeles City Council caught on tape making racist and offensive comments during a redistricting meeting with 3 Latino Democrats. At one point, Martinez talks about the black child of Mike Bonin, a white council member, in Spanish calling the boy a little monkey.
There's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the floor, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him. Parece changuito. Treat him like a little white kid, which I was like, this kid needs a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Whoa, boy.
So, first of all, I was completely thrown off that the brother died. I mean, people do die, but I just was like, oh my God, he died. I called him that day. I was tripping. Let me tell you about this interview. First of all, we did the interview damn near about a year ago. About a year ago. To the day, y'all. To the day. How do you explain that? Okay. But I have been wanting to get him some herbs. I said this before because I could tell his lungs were not sounding good. And he has always had breathing issues and asthma and stuff. And I told him about the herbs, that I, can help him with. It's not no complicated nothing. It was just like lemons, and certain herbs, slippery elm, that would get the mucus out. But he was a good dude. You know how we met? Oh, look, I know you're like, what the hell? That's the same chick? Yeah, it's me. That's the same chick. I told you I could do it when I want to. Shit. I just don't think it's a requirement all the goddamn time.
I let it play. I wouldn't jump up and like, oh, I gotta cut that off. No, I ain't doing it.
You can
do
just dancing.
You know,
that's how I paid the bills back in college, coolio.
You don't know how to dance though.
I used to do extra work.
But you don't know how to dance.
I mean, but I used to. How you figure? I used to break dance and all that.
I know you. I know you don't know how to dance. Where'd you say?
That's probably my favorite part of that interview because he just says, "I know you, Tommy Cole," and that made me feel good because it's like we had a very special connection. You know what I mean? It was never sexual. It was just hip hop. It was like some, like rap shit. It was just like intellectual shit. Like he was very intellectual, you know. And that's what I learned about a lot of the rappers that were out in the 90s that I hung out with on some intellectual. I'm a tomboy. Okay? So I like hanging out with dudes that especially rappers who were about some intellectual shit. So like I remember, okay, here's a story. When I was in Atlanta, no, it wasn't Atlanta. When I was in New Orleans, Coolio took me, King T, Razkaz, Paul Stewart, and like his people, his management team, and we all went to New Orleans, and we were supposed to perform at this club, but the people were poor. They didn't really have money to go to fucking events and shit. They're really poor. It's like for real poor. Like you wouldn't expect poverty like that in fucking America, but that shit was popping off like that. But anyway, so we went to this club. We was, all the rappers who came to this. It was a convention for rappers. It was like a Jack the Rapper, if you guys remember that. If anybody knows what Jack the Rapper is. Now that I took the glasses off, I can't see. That's just the worst. Um, I forget what it was like a Jack the Rapper, but it wasn't Jack the Rapper. But anyway, this was in 1995. Every rapper you could imagine, who you could imagine, was at this event. Okay, and there was like an award competition between no, Def Row, and Puffy. Okay, it was between those two, and me and Razkaz and Paul Stewart, we walked around. No, me and Razkaz walked around the city a little bit together. We didn't. We just wanted to get out and walk. It wasn't nothing. Paul Stewart drove us around looking for po' boys and hoes. Keep it real, Paul Stewart. And then, oh, okay. So we went to this club. Oh my god! And I was just minding my business. I think I had a bottle of champagne in my hand, and I was just drinking out of it, dancing on the dance floor. Just on some, I had a backpack on. I was on some real hip hop shit. Okay. And old dirty bastard comes up from behind me, and he starts dancing with me too on some same shit I was doing. And then we get to talking, and then he has me come backstage with him. I don't fucking know. And I'm here. I'm sitting there with old dirty. I mean, fucking Method Man and You God and all the woo, okay? And just sitting there chilling, listening to their conversations. Just me on some hip hop shit. I wasn't dressed sexy. I had on baggy jeans. The sexiest I would get would be like a tank top, you know what I mean? Like a top kind of thing. Um, but I always wore baggy jeans and chucks. That was my thing. And my afro or some kind of natural hair or braids, something like that. But very low key like that. It was my fro. But yeah, what I learned was, damn, they're hella intellectual. The rappers, the guys, the ones who people think were thugs, the ones they would say was criminal types, brilliant, like super smart. I was in college at the time. I was at Cal State Long Beach, and I just remember that. I was like, God damn, they're fucking intelligent. Like Method Man was so smart. I don't remember what we were talking about, but he was just like super like blah blah yo son do boo boo blah blah blah. I was like, oh my god, he's so smart. Oh my god. I won't say who I thought wasn't smart. Okay, I won't say that, but Busta Rhymes. I thought one of these rappers was just such an airhead. I was just like, oh my god, he's such an airhead. He just used to walk around like with his mouth hanging out and be like, oh my god. Anyway, I'd be the only girl on these trips, so they were very protective of me. Billy Boy, that's who I was missing. I knew it was somebody else because I hung out with Billy Boy a lot. He was very cool. treated me like a niece, I would say. They would just look out for me. You know, he had this Tommy Boy hoodie. I jacked him for his Tommy Boy hoodie. Man, I wanted a Tommy Boy hoodie so bad. Everybody had a Tommy Boy hoodie, but me, because I wasn't signed to Tommy Boy. It was just for the 40 Thieves, which was Coolio's side acts. Everybody else had fucking, I wanted one, but Billy Boy gave me his. That was dope. Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Good times. But I seen some things, you know, I won't share on this podcast. I'll share on another. It wasn't bad stuff. It was just not my business kind of stuff. But I was just like, y'all nasty kind of stuff. But yeah, they had me locked in the room, but they was doing their thing. Okay. I'll just say that. That's it. They were just men doing their thing. I met a couple of guys, you know, cool cats that I'm still good friends with to this day. And I actually did music with them. They lived in Virginia at the time. That's Clef Dollars and Dita Bam. Dita Bam! Cool peoples. Dita Bam and Clef Dollars. He passed in like 2012, maybe? I think it was 2012. I'm not sure. But anyways, Coolio was a cool cat. And he was way good about his business. All right. And I just rest in peace that, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's tough. Can you imagine calling your friend and you learn that they died that day? Imagine how you feel, man. Imagine how you feel. I'm just going to end it here because I had that whole Drink Champs Kanye stuff on here and they blocked me. So I'm just going to end it here and give your opinions and share and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Hope you had a learning experience on here. By the railroad tracks, week after week and stack after stack.